Is this thing on? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch. It's Wednesday night. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. Once again, live on Twitch, you're tuned in to Bose 831 Gaming Twitch live stream series. We're playing Farming Simulator 22 Premium Edition. Welcome to the channel, welcome to the channel, welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day, night, or whatever it is in your neck of the woods or in your part of the world. As always, as we're jumping right into it, I have to start off by doing a little setup before we get into the flow of the stream tonight. I'm just letting you know with a little caveat. Number one, my apologies for starting off a little late tonight. Had some real life obligations that I needed to take care of, and just now getting those taken care of, and here we are now. But the other caveat is I'm also not feeling 100% right now. I have a little thing going on with my throat that's just started to come over me as well this afternoon, so you may just have to bear with me a little bit tonight if I sound a little froggy or whatever the case may be. Excuse me. Probably should have muted that out, but we are alive after all. So, but and let's go ahead and cover what we've done in between live streams. We have continued to work contracts as they appear in the contract menu. We worked another couple of contracts. This is a new harvesting one that just popped in that wasn't there when I last jumped into the game, but and that's where our balance is where we're at now, the 24.45. We also what else did we do? We did sell some of our eggs from the chicken coop over here. We still got 3 pallets here, but we had to make room for new egg pallets to spawn in. I think in the not too distant future, I'm going to go ahead and put a mod down here that allows eggs to be distributed from the egg sale point automatically to production chains that require eggs or be sold. I have a mod installed here. If we go under, let's show you what I'm talking about here. If we go under animals, I get in the right menu and go under chickens, and we're talking about this mod right here, this automatic shipping of animal products mod, which I've used before in other live streams. And we have that for the chickens. Let's see. I think it's also for the sheep. Let's see. So we want a version of it for the sheep. We have a version for the sheep. I think there is one for the pigs, because the pigs don't really have a product that functions that same way. And same for the cows. Cows don't produce milk. And slurry and manure, so they don't need yuck. So that's for, I think there's one for the bees too, isn't it? Yeah, there's one for the bees, one for the chickens, one for the sheep. But anywho, so if I kind of struggle through tonight, again, it's because I'm starting to feel a little bit under the weather, but I'm going to try to rock and roll and try to push through this episode tonight. So I already got 2 strikes, 1 with the starting late, and 2 with me kind of not feeling 100%. But when it's time to go, sometimes you just gotta suck it up and just go for it. What else do we need to cover here? think we also just wanted to make sure we're not missing the windows on any crop maintenance activities we might need to do as it relates to precision farming. I think all of my fields are all lacking in the nitrogen area right now. See, yeah, like this one 9 is sitting at 97%. I have no idea why I'm not at 100%. Why you hitting me for 3% there? All right, my grass field's at 69, and that's because of nitrogen as well. My other grass fields, 36 and 39, are both at 80. That's one combined field. I think, excuse me, we're almost ready to start moving into our major expansion operations that I talked about, merging these grass fields over in this area into super grass fields. In fact, let's go here now and go to the farmland view and look at what those numbers are again that I'm going to need to hit. So that will cost me $325 to get that piece, and then I could merge these fields together into one massive field, and then to get this piece that will cost me another $438,000. So what I might be able to do, because I'm ready to go ahead and make these purchases now, I believe, and go ahead and work on at least the expansion of our grass fields portion of the process. Keeping in mind that I'm going to have to do some massive land clearing operations and all of that good stuff to get these lands ready for what I want to do. I also, because I'm playing on console, I may run into some issues with landscaping because I don't have the ability to do full landscaping as a PC player might be able to do if I run into certain problems. If I do run into those problems, hopefully I won't run into any game-breaking problems that I can't resolve one way or the other, being that I'm on console. Because my goal here is I want to be able to merge these fields with this field and merge all these fields up top together into one big area. Now all these fields are going to be worked as grass fields, and I'll rotate between hay, grass, what am I missing? Hay, grass, and silage production as necessary. I will also keep this field 3 grass for now, but I may rotate that into other crops as needs arise here in the future. Same with fields 11 and 12. Right now they're just canola and corn, but depending on what my other needs are as we advance in the series, I may flip that around too. The other piece of property that I wanted to look at that we probably want to consider purchasing is field this property right here, 39, so as we can put another production there. And speaking of productions, let me make sure that I have all of the production chains that I'm interested in acquiring right now. I could pick up the corn dryer, but I don't have a lot of corn on hand, so it's really not a major point right now to go ahead and grab that production chain. And we have the dairy and the bakery. Do we already own the dairy? Let's see. We got the bakery. Yeah, we already own the dairy. We already own the bakery. So what else do we have here over here that we can go back and view? And over here with the other productions that we have the pizzeria and we have the tailor shop. And the issue with the tailor shop is that requires fabric, but we have to have a spinnery in order to produce the fabric to feed the tailor shop, and there's no spinnery on this map by default, so I would have to place a spinnery down on the map. And right now we also have these production chains here. We have the popcorn factory and ketchup production. I don't want to buy those yet till I'm 100% sure I have all the necessary inputs to feed those productions as well. But we also need to have a sugar production, because some of our existing production chains require sugar that we have right now. In fact, it's one of the more pressing inputs that I need for a lot of the products that we make. Because if we go here through the production chains, these are some of the required elements that I need to feed my productions. And as you see, I don't have a production for sugar. We do have apples. Here is where excuse me, we don't have the production for the sweet cornbread, but so that's where the corn dryer would come into play for your corn flour and your fine corn flour. And again, here in the dairy we have productions that require sugar. And the greenhouses, of course, feed our other production chains downstream. So I guess we could look at going and picking up the corn dryer, but I think right now we're just going to go ahead and advance to the next day and then take a look and reassess things in the morning. So let's go ahead and sleep to the next day. Alright, so it's the next day. Alright, we're on day 2 in August, and as always we're going to start off by taking care of our animals. So let's just jump right in here and let's see what our animals are looking like. So we give our cows TMR, so we're gonna break out the TMR mixer and get that knocked out first. Alright, so alright, so this is at the old cow barn. So TMR is ready here. As you see, cows also are ready to be resupplied water. So we'll address that in just a moment. But we first of all need to go ahead and do another mix of TMR. So let's go in our bale storage and grab one each of one silage bale. Let's grab one straw bale. And one hay bale. Go ahead and turn our mixer, TMR mixer on it. And we'll start by grabbing a little hay. Excuse me. And then we'll grab a little silage. Salad starts to look a little crazy, we'll grab a little straw. And this is the delicate mixing process. Until we get what we want. And once we hit 100%, that's pretty much it. Alright, so we have a fresh load of TMR, but before we go feed the other cows at the other cow barn, let's go supply some water to our cows as well. Alright, that's it. So we need to go resupply our water and come back and finish filling up the cows. Alright, so we have a load of water, and that's more than enough to fill up the cow's water supply. Come right through, close the gate. And we're ready to park the truck and move on to the next big thing. Since all we have on this farm right now is just cows, that's everything we're going to need to do with the cows at this particular farm. So we're on to our main farm. And apologies, guys. This is one of them nights, like I say, where I'm kind of feeling my energy levels are down, and I'm feeling a little bit under the weather, and just trying to push through. And so there are going to be moments tonight when, I really don't have a lot to talk about. Like I say, I'm still trying to push through it as best that I can, but just bear with me tonight, guys. Hang in there. We will get through it tonight. We're going to do the full 2-hour episode. Since we started 30 minutes late, that means we'll run 30 minutes past our regularly scheduled times, so that we still have the full 2-hour episode of the series. Alright, so here we are. We're at the main farm. What we're going to do next is we're going to go over to the cow barn and feed our cows again. Of course, this time this is a different cow barn and a different set of cows. Alright, so we dropped off our TMR at the main cow barn. Looks like we got them all maxed out. Excuse me. And we didn't empty the mixer completely, but very close to emptying it. So we still need to go ahead and mix up our next batch of TMR, so we'll be ready for the next round of feeding. So let's go in our bale storage and pull out a hay bale, pull out a straw bale, and pull out a silage bale. And this will start our new mix. And turn on the mixer wagon, and for whatever reason, we are already loading material from out of nowhere, and it's still doing it. And we have over-indexed in hay as a result of that. We're gonna turn it on. I'm nowhere near the bales, and still have material coming in. I don't understand that at all. That is most definitely a bug of some sort. See, I turned the mixer on and material's coming out, but I'm not feeding it anything, and I'm not even near a bale. So that's a bug. So what we are going to have to do again, alright, I don't know if this is a bug with the mixer. What I'm going to do, because I'm tired of having to deal with this weird behind bug, this is what we're going to do. We're going to sell this modded version of the TMR mixer to the shop, and we're going to buy another one and just see if we still have these crazy behind issues. So this is something I probably should have tested off camera, but I'm tired of dealing with it now, so we're just going to go ahead, go in here, repair, paint, and sell that SOB. And then we're going to go into the shop menu. Let's go, is it on the vehicles, animals? And this is the modded version of the TMR mixer. and that's the one I was using. I don't know if there's a problem with that mod or if that's a problem with the base game equipment, but I think we might as well just go ahead and let's grab the largest TMR mixer that is in the game, and that is, but we're not going to grab the modded version again. We're going to grab the base game version of that same mixer, and let's see if it exhibits some of the same bugs. But we're going to go ahead and buy that now. Pick that up from the shop. I just really like some of the graphics and the other features of the modded one, but if the modded one's bugged, then that's just an issue. But what we're gonna do now, we sold the modded one, we purchased the base game one, and let's see. We'll just have to see if it has some of the exhibits some of the same issues that the modded version of the same TMR mixer just exhibited. And you've seen that bug pop up a few times on the live as I've been doing episodes of the series. So we have it for public record on video. You guys will be able to see it firsthand for yourselves. I'm just going to take the loss on all of those materials that were in the mixer, that were sold with the mixer, and just kind of take it from there. We're going to start from scratch and see if we can get this whole thing figured out. But right now we're just having to drive back over to our main farm, and then we'll pick up back on the process that we were doing at the time. I guess I was trying to do a little four-wheeling there. Alright, so we have arrived, allegedly. So, before we were so routinely sidetracked, we were trying to mix up another batch of TMR for future cow feed operations. So we're gonna do this again, but this time we starting from scratch. Start with the silage. Over index on silage. Go in some straw. Over index on straw. And throw in some hay. Over index on hay. And looks like we need some more hay. Grab another hay bale. Continue to over index on hay. So grab another hay bale. straw. And pull some more silage. Alright, and there you have it, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. We have TMR. And this mix is ready to go for the next round of cow feeding. Let's go ahead and turn the mixer off. Alright, so that's all we need to do there. Next up, let's go over to our stables and go ahead and get the horse riding knocked out. Excuse me. Let's see. Where am I? Start off with Taylor, jump, Taylor, jump. And again, with the horses, you just have to take them out and ride them for about 2 minutes real time each. And that will satisfy the daily riding requirement for each of your horses. But again, the thing to keep in mind, as with horses, is if you have multiple horses, then you're gonna have to do the same activities every day for your horses in order to keep for their health rating to rise and stay in the green. And the thing is, if you have multiple choices, the time that you need to spend riding horses daily is going to multiply along with that number of horses. For example, if you have four horses, then you're going to have to ride 8 minutes total with all of your horses, because that's what it is required for them to stay healthy. And unfortunately, it's not something that you can fast track. You have to do this manually. Alright, so we finished Taylor's riding requirement, so we can go ahead and put Taylor back in the stable, and you can see Taylor's back in the stable, and we'll go ahead and get Taylor cleaned up. And now if we go and look at our horses, you'll see Taylor fitness is down, sitting at 84%. Not quite sure why that's down a bit, but we satisfied their daily riding and fitness requirements. So Next up is Star. Star needs to. We need to get Star's daily requirements, writing requirements satisfied. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right. All right, we're done with our horse riding. We just need to get the horse cleaned up. There we go. So now if we go back and look at Star, Star's cleanliness and daily riding requirements are met. And the fitness should gradually increase till we get it back up to 100%. I don't even know why it's down to 84 right now, because I don't think we missed a day of riding since we've had the horses. Next up, we want to take a look at our pigs, pig foods. Okay, straw is okay for the pigs. And sheep. Let's see, looking like we're still good on them as far as the grass. All right. One thing looks like I did miss on the cows is we do need to drop off some straw for their bedding needs. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that real quick, and then we'll be done with everything we need to do for the animals for dailies. So we'll pull out a straw bale. Bring it on in, drop it down. Let the cows take what they need. And this is the old cow barn. So we want to, this is the main farm cow barn. You can see straw is satisfied, so we just need to take a straw bale down to the old cow barn and do the same thing. I'm going to go ahead and do that now real quick. Alright, not really crash, but close enough, so we'll call that crash counter +1. Next stop, Old Cow Barn. Alright, here we are. That wasn't so bad, now was it? Alright, let's drop off a straw bale. And that was immediately digested. So we're going to need to grab another one. Alright, so straw needs of the cows are met. We can go ahead and put the straw bale back in the storage. Ready for our yard work, so let's kind of see where we're at here. Let's first of all walk over here and see what the field info is saying for our grass field. Grass is growing, pH value is good, nitrogen is perfect. Yet when I look at it from this screen, it's saying that the nitrogen levels are not so perfect. So what gives? Yeah, it's not showing as perfect. So I'm wondering, well, let's go over here to our other grass field, the one that's showing 69 right now. And it's gonna bounce over here. Alright, I just totally got sidetracked in what I was doing here. Also forgot that we still got a little bit of straw in this uh, trailer for the Mahindra that we need to get rid of, but it's gonna take me a little bit of time to get rid of it because of the amount of straw in there. Alright, so what am I looking at? Oh, check out this grass field. pH good, nitrogen is also saying perfect. Wow. Our wheat field is saying it needs rolling. I don't know why you would roll if you haven't planted anything yet, though. Let's go to our crop calendar and see what we have up for us. Harvest and planting cycles. We are into the planting cycle for canola. Coming up to the end of the planting season for poplar. We're still in season for grass, oilseed, alfalfa. And I'm trying to remember, was this field? We did have canola on one of our fields, right? We had canola on 12, I think. Yeah. So we'll keep 12 canola. So go ahead and prep that field for the next cycle. So I think the next step in the process and the cycle that we need to do now is cultivate. Cash counter +2. Alright, so cultivating field 12 here. Shoot. If you can't, excuse. Alright, so we're cultivating field 12, and that's really all I can say about it at the moment. get the cultivation done, we'll be ready to come to the planter, and we're gonna put canola back down on the field. And then after the plant, I should have to roll. Alright, gonna hire an AI worker for a second here. Let's see how they do. We're doing things right now, like kind of watching and babysitting the AI worker, just trying to see how he does. I guess while that's going on, we will go ahead and pick up that harvesting contract and get that little $25,000 contract right there. And like we were talking about earlier in the episode, I'm going to go ahead and let's go over here. We will go ahead and purchase the corn dryer production facility. As for the other production chains, not so sure about any of the rest of them yet. Uh, and so if we go over here to our production chains, we now have the corn dryer, and its requirements are for corn and propane, and that gives us dried corn. And dried corn can be further utilized in the grain mill. And here we can create corn flour and fine corn flour, and then those can be used in the making of cornbread. And sweet cornbread. Okay, so we got a contract on Field 25, harvesting red beet. And we'll probably do that off camera, but we will use the trailers from the contract, but we'll have to lease another harvester because this piece of harvester that's provided for contract, I don't know how to get that to work successfully without having two players. I've tried multiple times to get this to operate properly, and to me it's either bugged or it requires two players to be able to operate. As a single player, I have not been able to get it to operate. Over and check it work. So the next thing we want to do, let's go ahead and work on the farmland situation, and we're going to go ahead and purchase these other fields. This is 325,000. Let's go ahead and buy. And this section of land is 438,000. Buy. Okay, did miss some area, so now this is the work we have cut out for us. And now we have all these multiple grass fields. And we're gonna have to plow all of these fields up. So before we can utilize any of them, we're not gonna do any other harvesting or any other activities on these fields until we get them properly set up for precision farming. But in addition to that, there's some other additional tasks we're going to have to do. I want to merge all of these fields in this area together and all of these fields here together. So we're going to have to do some kamikaze yard work here, over there. And go ahead and get that started, I guess. No need to hold off on that, so let's go. Actually, I'm using one of my good tractors right now. Where's my other tractor? Just use the case. Yeah, for front attacher. Let's go grab our trailer. About to go do some guerrilla deforesting and landscaping. And you might be thinking to yourself, okay, what's he talking about? Well, we're about to see. We're going to use a few pieces of equipment here to kind of speed up the landscaping process. The way I'm going to do it, would be considered by some to be kind of a cheaty way of doing it, but as I'm doing it, I'm going to show and kind of discuss the way you would do it if you're playing more realistically. There are multiple ways that you could get rid of forestry areas on the map. We're going to have to do not only some deforesting, we're probably going to have to do some landscaping that may impact some of our existing field areas as well. I'm trying to see here now. Alright, so we made our way to the shop and we're gonna lease a piece of equipment you've seen me use before, you're pretty familiar with. It can be found in the tools under, I think it's under forestry equipment, is it? Yeah, it's just the Devour Trees mod. We're going to keep the capacity set at 50,000. We're going to have it set at the Unreal version of the mod, and we'll keep the color default. We'll go ahead and lease that piece of equipment. We'll bring our tractor on around. Up. And now let's get to work. And first and foremost, as we come over here in this area between the fields and start this deforestation process, if we were doing this super realistic, we would utilize a chainsaw and or a tree harvester, and we would come through and cut these trees down with the chainsaw and the harvester. Collect the logs, put the logs on a log trailer, all the logs off to the sawmill, so on and so forth. But that's not what we're going to do tonight, and that's not what we're going to do in this series in particular. Use a tree devourer to turn all these trees into wood chips, and we're going to sell the wood chips to the sawmill. Theoretically, if everything works the way it's supposed to, so we clear this area between these fields, we go to join these fields together. And right now I'm just going to show you us getting started in that process, and we work on the majority of this off camera in the interest of time. Get it started just so you can get a general idea of what we're attempting to do here in this area. I don't want to get too sidetracked or caught up in this this deforestation effort here, because we still got our main farming stuff that we need to get rid of, taken care of as well. Right here, because I can't right now, I can't see what I'm working with, so let's go ahead and put some grass down. Grass, let's go ahead and paint grass. Put the grass texture. Side. Running the trees that we can't disappear, that's when it will become a problem. Alright, so back in landscape painting. Let's just get this whole grass section all the way through. Went through here. Okay, how am I getting? Turn all that into oops. Have to fix that when we merge the fields. So there ain't much room for error through this little piece. But you can kind of get an idea of the work that we have cut out for ourselves. Alright, so get a general idea of the work that's ahead of us here. This is all stuff we're gonna have to clean up. In between these fields. And then work on what we gotta do to get all these fields all merged together into how I want them to be going forward. The only thing we can't really remove is this lake right here. And all the rest of this is fair game. Alright. It's going to be a lot of work. It's going to be quite a challenge, but this is our big goal for one of our big goals for the series. We're basically about to change the whole landscape of the map of this series. Starts tonight. Before we get sidetracked, let's go back and sidetracked, I should say, because we're already sidetracked. We decided to go ahead and pick up that task or group of tasks. Let's go ahead and make sure we got all our ducks in a row as far as its cultivation situation is concerned. Yes. Sure, we got the field 12 fully cultivated. All right, it says, and the field is in seed bed status. It shows it's fully mulched as well. So the next thing we want to do on 12 is we want to lime first, or do we want to? What's our pH value on this field? Good. Good is fine value to have, but we want perfect, so we're gonna go grab our spreader, put some lime down, then we'll come back and plant our canola. Time's gotten away from us already. See, we did finally pick up the pace and finish perform. We're almost at the end of the episode tonight, even though we started 30 minutes later than normal. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Thank you for your support, continued support. Whether you're tuning into my content from the Twitch live stream, or you're picking me up on YouTube or from one of my other social media platforms, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, or wherever you're picking me up from. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you love. Let me know what you don't. But either way, let me know. That's the only way I can get bigger, better, and badder is with your feedback. So keep it going. I always say, if you're not having fun doing what you do, you have been tuned in to another episode of Bose 831 Gaming live on Twitch, and this is Bose 831 Gaming's Twitch live stream series, Farming Simulator 22 Premium Edition, Alma, Missouri map. I'm Bose 831 Gaming on most of your social media platforms: Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, so on and so forth, and on all of the social media platforms. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All of the episodes of my Twitch live stream series are uploaded to my YouTube channel, typically in their entirety, and the same thing applies there. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe wherever you're picking up my content. Alright, what am I looking for here? Spreader. Right now we got it loaded up with fertilizer, but we need to put up with solid fertilizer is not accepted. Alright, always got to be difficult though. Gotta do this the lane way. Alright, so let's unload solid fertilizer.